I wasn't actually mining, but wait, I have to get that block now. Okay. I wasn't actually mining, but I guess this is the new episode start tradition. I'm really gonna learn how to start episodes here on the TSMP, but for now it's just mining and blocking my face with bones. But anyway, trying to move away from weird starts and into what I'm going to be doing this episode. It's time. It's time for the iron farm. At least for its building. I won't record doing the iron farm itself because it's not my design. But I will do the building this episode. And last episode, at the end I said I was going to open the bone meal shop this episode. I think I changed my mind. I will do this, and I will do the street, the first part of the street, a little stretch of it. If it goes well and fast enough to not be a full episode, then I'll also do the shop. But most likely shop is for next time. With that said, let's actually build this thing. And that's the front of the building almost done. Well, almost. I need to put anvils in this space, but I don't have the iron for that yet. This open space is going to be a garage for the donkeys. And I also don't have the blocks I'm going to put behind the windows yet, but that's not an essential block for now. Other than that, it's done. And I just have to build the sides and back to put the iron farm there. But as I said, the sides will be very flat until the building next to it shows up and then connects to its side. The back, I want to detail it a bit, just so Shack doesn't get a flat wall, but it won't have much detail and I don't have the resources to put the details I want to yet. So for now, Shack will have to deal with the blank wall for a couple of days probably. Anyway, give me a second to finish the building. Nah, just kidding, it's done. It's over. It's completely built. The iron farm is in there too. I'm not going to, as I said, I'm not going to show the iron farm. It's not my design, so not my content. Small garage, no details at all. Just a place to stuff those guys away and not bother me anymore at my door. Here, it's still flat. It's not going to stop being flat until I build the building next to it. That's when this wall gets worked on. For the sake of shack, I will detail this wall. I still don't know how to. It's probably some... I don't even know. I don't even know. Maybe a dumpster somewhere in one of these. Maybe some ventilation on the top. I don't know. I'll still have to figure that out. This side it's going to be a parking lot, and I'm not very much worried with this side, because even though Jedi lives right here, he's not going to see, if I'm correct, he doesn't see that wall from his base. So I'm not worried about that. Shaq sees the back of the building from his base, but not Jedi's. Yeah, he doesn't see it. So, and with the iron farm done, you can also finally see the full effect of how the building is supposed to look with the anvils in the front. I still don't have the blocks that I'm going to put behind the glass, because this is one of the buildings that you're not supposed to be able to see the interior from outside. So there's going to be blocks behind the glass, but I haven't gathered the materials I need for copper bulbs yet. But it already looks like all buildings that don't need blocks behind them will mostly look. There's going to be variations here and there. Some will have balconies, some don't. Not all of them will be a door in the garage, of course. But it's pretty much the backbone of the building style for the city. It's like this. Okay, so this is editing Zermo on the blank wall of shame, because I forgot to record a clip. Now I needed to go gather mud to build the road, and I just completely forgot to inform you of that. So I just show up from mining mud. I didn't have to mine the entire mud quantity though, because a certain someone may be going to open a mud shop and save me the trouble. I have promised to give him all the dirt I get if he opens a mud shop, because he's making a mud farm for his own purposes. And if he opens a shop, I don't have to travel thousands of blocks to find another biome and farm my own mud. I can just buy it, because capitalism. But even though Shaq is making the shop, I still need some multiple stacks of mud immediately, so I can't just wait for him to open the shop. I don't know if I've mentioned before, but there is a mangrove biome very close to the base, but since it's a very small one with very little patches of mud, and in a claimed area that I don't want to farm so much that it changes the landscape, I can't farm the mud for the whole base here. But since I only need to make the first sample of street, for now I can just get some mud from here. I don't need that many stacks. I did mine like a stack and a bit, but when I got back to my base, Shaq had just gifted a bunch of mud. Some of it was already packed. The rest is still has regular mud back at the storage, but anyway, all the other materials were extremely fast to gather, so this is the size the road will have. This is the side of the street. Then at this block should be the first block of the other buildings. So time to build. And there it is. First sample of how the streets of the city will be. There's of course going to be some variation here and there. Some people walking around. I assume eventually there's going to be a point where I can't space the street lights in the same way I spaced here. The intention is to keep them in front of pillars like this of the buildings, but then just skip one pillar. But maybe sometimes I can't do that because of some other situations on the city. Like this is, if not the only, one of the few garages that there are going to be in the city. So most of the streets will be more like this side. Also going to have some people walking around, but I want to finish more of the city before I start adding in people. Also some traffic. I have, I think, nice plans for how to do the traffic on the city. And some plans for intersections, street signs, electric wires. More things to bring the street to life instead of being just a plain walk space. And I will actually expand this street further after I build the next building on this side, because it's going to be larger. So I will keep the streets probably to the same size where I already have buildings, and the main street, it's also probably going to be larger. Main street, in my current plans, they may still change, it's something like this until here, but then here has like road decorations and then has a second lane here. So it's it's double the length. But I'm still planning on that. It's going to depend a lot on how I manage to fit all the buildings before I get to the main street. But all of that will be for the next time. Next episode. This time, yes, next episode is the shop. I already have a basic idea in mind, but I don't want to make this one too long. And I think I'm almost at 20 minutes. I think. I'm not confirming. I don't know. I feel like it. Let's find out.